for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
All right, Yanks Nation, listen up. Welcome back to Yankees Fan Central, your #1 spot for everything Bronx Bombers. This is where you get the real deal, the deep analysis, no punches pulled. And today, my friends, the baseball world is on fire. And the epicenter of this thing is, of course, the Bronx. The bombshell news that dropped yesterday, November 13th, 2025, wasn't just that Paul Skenes, the 23-year-old Pirates phenom, won the National League Cy Young Award. No, the real story was what came after. Randy Miller over at NJ.com dropped a report citing an anonymous teammate of Skenes. And what did this teammate say? He said, and I quote, "Trust me, he wants to play for the Yankees. I've heard him say it multiple times." The report goes on saying Skenes has no confidence the Pirates are ever going to win with him in Pittsburgh and that he's hoping for a trade. Now, let's just stop right there. This is the kind of stuff that defines an off-season. We are talking about the best young pitcher in the game, the guy who just won the Cy Young in his first full season, and his name is being directly tied to the pinstripes by someone inside that clubhouse. That is pure dynamite. Of course, Skenes, as you'd expect, came out and denied everything. On the day he should be celebrating his award, he had to answer questions about us. He said, "I don't know where that came from. I don't know the reporter. I don't know the player that supposedly said that." He was a pro. He said his goal is to win with the Pirates and that he wants to be part of the 26 guys who change the narrative in Pittsburgh, a franchise that, as he put it, 29 fan bases expect us to lose. But let's be honest, Yanks Nation, what else is he supposed to say? He's under contract. He's not going to burn bridges. But where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And for us, for Yankees fans, this smoke smells like opportunity. It smells like Garrett Cole. We have seen this movie before. The Pirates had another generational talent in Garrett Cole, and because they were unwilling to spend and build a winner around him, they traded him. And where did he end up shining? Where did he win his Cy Young? Right here in the Bronx. Paul Skenes is a mirror of Pittsburgh's past failures. Their front office knows it. Their GM, Ben Cherington, even tried to put the fire out, saying Skenes is going to be a Pirate in 2026. But that's just damage control. The truth is, the Pirates finished 71 and 91. They have a 10-year playoff drought. Skenes is a competitor. He doesn't want to waste his prime on a team that won't invest. And meanwhile, here in New York, I know you, just like me, are already on the message boards and on social media, putting together the trade packages. What would it take, Spencer Jones, with that exorbitant strikeout rate, George Lombard Jr., our 20-year-old crown jewel, the Yankees front office, led by Brian Cashman, is watching. They know the clock is ticking on Pittsburgh. Every day that passes without a massive extension, Skenes' trade value only gets higher and his patience gets lower. The noise will continue. Fans from every team will be making jersey edits. But the difference is, for the Yankees, this isn't just a fanboy dream. It's a strategic possibility. It's the evil empire doing what we do, identifying the best talent and waiting for the right moment to strike. Skenes' denial was a necessary PR move, but the seed has been planted, and that anonymous teammate's name might as well be frustration. Now let's break down what this means strategically for both the Pirates and the Yanks. For Pittsburgh, the clock is ticking. They have Paul Skenes under team control through the 2029 season, with arbitration starting in 2027. That sounds like a long time, but it's not. His market value, according to SpotRack projections, is already pegged at a 13-year, $506 million contract. $506 million. The Pirates owner Bob Nutting is not known for opening his wallet. The only way to silence these rumors is to offer Skenes a record-shattering deal, something that blows past Yoshinobu Yamamoto's, something that rectifies the mistake they made with Gerrit Cole. If they don't do that, they have to trade him while his value is at its absolute peak, which is right now, and they must avoid at all costs what the Detroit Tigers reportedly did with Tarik Skubal, offering an insulting 4-year, $80 million extension. That's a slap in the face to an ace. Doing that to Skenes would be pushing him out the door. And here's a critical factor. Skenes, luckily for the Pirates, is not a Scott Boras client yet. If Boras gets his hands on him, you can damn well guarantee that the pressure for a bigger market, for a winning team, for New York or LA will increase tenfold. So Pittsburgh's window to keep him is small. On our side, the Yankees side, the strategy is patience and preparedness. Brian Cashman knows he doesn't have to rush, but he has to have the package ready. The question Hal Steinbrenner needs to answer is, are we willing to deal the future? George Lombard Jr., the 20-year-old prospect, is seen as untouchable by many. Spencer Jones has power potential we haven't seen in ages, but this is Paul Skenes we're talking about, a 23-year-old Cy Young winner with a 100-mile-per-hour fastball and a devastating slider who would be under our control for 4 or 5 years. Imagine a rotation topped by Gerrit Cole and Paul Skenes. That's not just competing, that's dominating. That is what Yanks Nation deserves. That is what the pinstripes demand. The public denial from Skenes is, in the long run, irrelevant. What matters is the Pirates' proven inability to keep elite talent. So, the bottom line on today's top story is this. The rumors about Paul Skenes and the Yankees are real. They're coming from inside the clubhouse, and despite the public denials, they are not going away. The pressure is all on Pittsburgh. The strategic question I leave for you, Yanks Nation, is this. Do you buy the denial from Skenes, or do you think that anonymous teammate spoke the truth that Skenes couldn't? And more importantly, if you were Brian Cashman, would you pull the trigger? Would you give up George Lombard Jr. and Spencer Jones today to get Paul Skenes to the Bronx? I want to know what you think. Drop your trade packages and your analysis in the comments below. This is the debate that is going to define the offseason. Don't forget to hit that like button if you appreciate this deep dive analysis. And most importantly, subscribe to Yankees Fan Central and ring that bell. You don't want to miss an update. I'm watching everything. Stay locked in, Bronx Bombers. Bronx